Hi everyone, I'm Attila, and since I'm in Lundtoftevej, I thought like maybe it would be a fun project to showcase my room as an example how you could move in. So when you're packing, you already know what to bring, what not to bring, so you don't make the same mistakes as I did. So let's get to it. So starting here from the door, everything is here as shown in the pictures, but in my opinion it's a bit different because everything is kind of bigger than I expected them to be. Like for instance, this wardrobe has way more space than I intended to be. Even I bought a lot of extra things and everything can fit easier in here. Of course I used the top roofs as even more spaces, but even then I still have a lot of empty spaces here, so you can bring a lot of stuff. But quick disclaimer, in my opinion it's not really useful to bring too much kitchen equipment because yeah, they already have it. Like they give you plates, cups, everything, so you really don't need to bring anything. I even brought this frying pan, but they even give you that. They even give you baking pans, so you don't trust me on this one. You don't have to. Moving around the kitchen, there's the fridge. In my opinion, some tips that I would give is that bring your favorite lunchbox that is really wide and really long, because not a lot of high stuff can fit in here, but it's really deep. So you can put a lot of stuff in here, just not tall ones. I think it's neat, it has its own freezer and it works perfectly well. Drawers, you have this kind of thin and shallow drawer. I didn't know at first what to bring here, but turns out most of the spices here are given in bottles, so you can just put it in here and it fits perfectly. Moving along, it's the last cabin. It's also filled with like free spaces. And as for the finishers, under the sink we have another open place. It has probably a trash bin that is probably also going to be there. I use them as the trash bin, and that's the clothes bin for the dirty clothes. And I'm going to put all my soaps there, so it's going to be easier to store them. Moving to the living room, I think this is a pretty huge table as it is. Like it can hold two seats, there's a whole laptop in there, and you can comfortably place notes, and I think the wall is pretty well customizable. Looking at those plastic lines that they installed, because of that you can easily hang everything up there. Here's the star of the show, the bed, so everything is really structured the same way as in the pictures, but in my opinion I imagine this a lot smaller. Like you can put a lot of things here, even just here. I think like a whole suitcase of clothes can be stuffed in here, and you got not one, not two, but three. Yeah, it's already three different spaces that you can actually pack to. And as you can see, it's also really deep. I have my suitcase here and it doesn't even get to the end. About the bed, I feel like I should tell you that it's really soft. Apparently you can switch it around and it's harder, but I didn't feel like that. It's a really soft mattress, so if you don't like that, maybe you want to bring yourself a cover that makes it a bit more harder, so you can sleep better. But in my opinion, I like a harder mattress and this works well, so I don't think there's going to be that much of a problem. Under that we got two additional spaces for clothes that you can get in there and put a lot of things in there. In my opinion, this is all the clothes I'm going to use stuffed in here, so I think you can put a lot of things in here. And you also have like another drawer, which is also not even filled at all, so I think you can put a lot of stuff in here. Lastly, we have the bathroom. I think it's a bit of a smaller side, but I think for one person it's big enough. It has tiles all over it, so you don't have to worry about getting the wall scratched or anything. Even the roof is made out of some plastic, so I don't think that you have to worry about it. And mostly all you have to get is some plastic to defend the kitchen wall if you have one. The other things I like to get lights, because in my opinion this room get very dark in the nights, and these two lights are not enough to generate light, also free because there's one in the bedroom. And get some plastic attachable hangers like these two on the wall and on the kitchen cabins. Like they can be stick to and you can hang anything on there, and I think that will come pretty handy once you actually start to use the room. So yeah, that was my room. Hopefully you saw what you needed. Hopefully now you know what you should bring, what you should not bring. I can't wait for you guys to actually show up here and get parties in here. So yeah, now that you saw my room, get out!